Morning, Trent. Morning, Mr. Fields. Thursday. Oh, shoot. Thursday, April 4th. What's up, Mr. Clendana? Hello, Deborah. I'm tired. Appreciate our sponsors. American Basement Solutions, Stids Comfort System, Teresa Messmer, Wellspring. It is too early today, Deborah. Morning, looking like in the capture. You got it. You know it. I got to support them. I don't watch them. I don't watch TV hardly, but I know they won 4 in a row. What's up, Nick? Hello, buddy. Man. I need some eggs this morning and some sleep. It is cold outside and rainy. Good morning, Christy. It's cold and rainy and snowy, and it's like 36. I don't go back to bed. I don't want to go to school today, Mom. Hello, Misty. Will someone come drive me to work? Trent, can you come back up this way? Nick, it was a lot of fun, buddy. I think one of the last posts I made where you used to see it through my eyes. I agree with that, Jessica. I try to pay attention to him more on the phone or the radio because I like Pat Hughes, the radio announcer. On my way. Good morning, Mr. Walls. I think one of the last posts I made where you should see it from my eyes. Because I think I do get a different perspective. It's pretty amazing. It is pretty amazing to see. Good morning, Chrissy. Hello, Pam Green over in Illinois. Hello, Angie. You just get to see some of the. I get to see some text messages. I see it all more and all than most. I get to see the text messages and, hey, what about this or this, and different folks doing everything they can to hit a number, to hit and perspective. I'm already at work. Well, Misty, you're a lot better than I am because I could crawl back through that door and go back, find my room and go to bed. I mean, perspective-wise, we're a little hill jack town in the central part of the state. Good morning, Joe. And it just, you don't. I know there's a lot of different charities and organizations across the land, but I also know when I tell, like tomorrow, there's a couple guys that work with me up in where I go that follow along, that are from here. 2, 3, 4. And it'll come up in conversation over the next few days. And the people around it will be like, what? What are you... Other people that hear the conversation will be like, what are you talking about? You did what? And they don't believe you. I mean, they eventually do, but it's just kind of like, they look at you like, what in the world are you talking about? Because there's good and there's good and bad. My voice is going down. I lose my voice last night. Boy, that'd be a bummer, wouldn't it? There's good and bad to social media. We all know that. And this page is a prime example. Sometimes you get good from it. Sometimes you get bad. So some people avoid social media or staying on it for that length of time, but get her done. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's pretty amazing when you see it from my point of view. Corey didn't have to come in last night. He's exhausted. He's been doing tax. He's been working his regular job and then doing taxes till 1 or 2 in the morning for like 3 weeks. Beth couldn't. Beth had just none of the timing of it last night was on our end. It was difficult for all of us. I had a show scheduled last night. They called it 4 o'clock or text me at 4 o'clock or something and said, hey, we're not going to be able to make it. We got an emergency. I wasn't upset. I was like, going home to sleep. Or at least pretending I was going to sleep. I don't know. Divine intervention sometimes, and it's just, you got to see it from this point of view. It's amazing. And Timmy started this. Tim's the one that first said, let's do a bake sale fundraiser for Matt on air live. And we were like, huh? And 2 weeks later, I think we did it, and we raised $12,000 in about 13 hours. We were a lot slower back then and didn't understand it all and couldn't keep it going. But there was more people bidding, too. Hell, we had almost 100 people online for 13 hours. And we had the studio outside downtown. The studio, the front office, that we were out in the street. What's up, Zach? What's up, Punk? There was one time when all four of us, myself, Ramey, Timmy, Corey, and Billy, and maybe Dean, were all outside talking. And we had 4 or 5 other people on the mic in studio. But that was after about 7 hours. We were just kind of taking it all in. So, yeah. Good morning, Lorena. Hello, Allie. It's just and I said, you should see it through my eyes. Good morning, dear. It's pretty amazing. And it's you guys. You get it, but it's you guys that are doing it. I don't have that kind of money. I spent $88 last night. I'm telling you that right now. Me personally, I spent $88. I bought that chocolate cake. Spent $88 last night and made $6,000 in 3 hours. That's a pretty good return on my investment. I didn't make $6,000. We gave the $6,000 away to Gabby. We ended up making $6,000, Allie. And it's phenomenal. It is phenomenal. It blows my mind every time. And then, of course, you can't turn that off. It was 2:30 before I finally closed my eyes, probably. When we got done, I don't know, 11-ish, whatever it was. 10:30-ish, 11. But we sat in here and talked to him for an hour after, probably, Gabby and Debbie. It's amazing. It floors me every time. Every fundraiser we've had in here. That's what I'm saying, Nick. And then last night was in the blink of an eye. I honestly thought I could get enough during the day. This wasn't even a thought. When I posted that post yesterday, Beth had talked to him, and they said she needs about $2,000. Good morning, Amber. Is there anything you guys can do? And I was like, give it to me. It's harder. I don't like doing stuff like that on work because I'm hitting and missing. I'm busy. So I posted a little bit and didn't get into digging into it, but just kind of posted and ran with it. And I was hoping we'd get $1,300, $1,400, and I'm sure they'd be happy with that. Hey, that's perfect. We'll take it. We got it. Thanks. Bye. But everybody's busy, and it's tight. It's tax season. It's baseball season. It's vacation season, and the economy's not good. It just lots of stuff. Well, thanks, Tom. I'm not wearing a dress. There is going to be a line Yep, Deborah, we made 6. Well, I don't know. It's just amazing. And I say it all the time at the end of these that I know I'm in the right spot. I know we're in the right where I need to be. Mr. Walls is joking, but he's one of the main people that are always, and I'm not knocking or praising anybody above anybody else. He's just fresh in my mind because I'm sitting here drinking out of his cup, and he's making dress jokes already at me this morning. But he's one of the individuals that always step up. He's a business owner in town, and he don't ask for a damn thing from it. Nothing. And now you're a judge with 2 of the best guys around. That's right. What's up, Tim? Hello, Cindy. There's another one, Tim. Yeah, Trent and Dan and myself. Unbelievable. Just some amazing people. And then you get the closeout guys, and we always call it that way, where we know we're at the end, and you start getting texts from individuals. Oh, well, you can't end on 6,730. Throw 270 on there and make it an even 7,000. And then as they're doing that, someone else throws 300 on there. Oh, you can't end on $7,180. We got to go up to 7,500. Good morning, Reba. Thank you, dear. Appreciate it. Hello, Linda. It'll be fun. Definitely need someone to donate some tequila and beer. I ain't drinking. I'm not going down there and drinking. I want to be completely sober and focused on what I'm doing. And I know where all the exits are at. That's all I'm saying. Good morning, Patty. It's just a great time. It's a fun time for me. And you guys think I'm blowing smoke when I say I'm the blessed one. I am. I get to see it all. I get to see it all unfold here. The workers, the individual, the text, everybody coming to this point right here to make it happen. And I get to witness every side of it. I get to see the emotions last night. I know, Tom. You just don't want to get drunk and slip a tongue. No, don't put baby in the corner, right? Oh, that's hilarious. I'm surprised he hadn't popped on here. He might be off today. What is today? Thursday? I typed Thursday. And then I did a play on words. April 4th, May the 4th, be with you. Just seeing if it was like, dude, that's next month. I'm like, I know. I'm just April, May the 4th. Eli Haggard. I'm going to have to blow my snout. I know this is disgusting, but right now I'm so damn tired. I don't care what's disgusting and what's not. Oh, I will do this for you. I'll turn the camera off and I'll let you just leave the noise. How about that, Trent? How about that? Oh, it'll be fun, Trent. You know it. Now I don't have anybody to do bats in the cave check on. Disgusting. Morning, Cody. Don't be jealous, Trent. That little guy worked his way all night to get down to where he was. It will be a lot of fun. It will be. We'll have fun with it. But play a tuner. No, we can't do that. It'll kill the feed. There is some good stuff coming up next month at McDonald's. What do you got coming up next month at the McDonald's? You got the McRib coming back? That thing when that first thing came, when the McRib first came out, when the McRib first hit the shelves, that was the greatest sandwich ever. Good morning, Richard. The sound machine. I could cough real loud. JP, good morning. They don't have snack wraps there anymore. What time did you end? I want to say 10:30ish, 11ish. We hit 6K. We are planning a Happy Meal night for the kids and some activities. Happy Meal night for the kids? No, it's what's BS Cook? Nick or Trent? Good morning, Kayla. Oh, because they don't have wraps. Grand Valley's Craft Fair is this Saturday. That's indoors. JP, have a good day. Thanks for stopping in. That's indoors at Grand Valley. We don't have the wraps no more. That's kind of disappointing. All right, since we're on food and talking about McDonald's, is there a better breakfast sandwich, fast food wise, than the sausage, egg, McMuffin, cheese? Is there a better one? I don't think there is. I think that's the best breakfast sandwich going. White Castle's right there. I'm not going to argue that. And people that don't know to order the sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich from White Castle, breakfast sandwich, it's phenomenal. The steak bagel's good too. The steak, Tommy, I that's what I'll eat for. If I don't hit Hardee's and get the low carb bowl, I'll hit White Castle and Canby and get without a bun. I'll get one of those and one with bacon, and that's my breakfast. It is phenomenal. The White Castle sandwich is phenomenal, and they are real eggs. You sit there and watch them cook them. I got bit by a spider or something last night. But is it good enough to overthrow? The sausage has a little bit. Tommy, you're exactly right. One or three, exactly. Amber Arthur, thank you, dear, for last night. As always, she stepped up. Culver come through. It doesn't matter where Amber works. I'm going to track her down. I'm going to call her at the last minute and be like, hey, I know you work at Chili's, Big Woods, Aldi's, Kroger. I need gift cards. I'm on my way. She always steps up. Every time. Amber always steps up. Always, always, always. And now she's got an owner that is willing to go above and beyond. She is. There's so many people involved to make stuff like that happen. Not one person could make it go by themselves. And it takes us all, and it's just amazing to see it from this point of view. And that's why I say I'm blessed. I get to see it all unfold. When I called Texas Corral and they said, I told them, hey, it's Kevin from Porch Time. I'm trying to get blah, 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 blah. Just seeing if you've got one. Thank you, my friend. Love this town. Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. I'm trying to see if you guys got a carrot cake and if there's enough there to push forward hard tonight. And she was like, hang on, Kevin. So she left and she come back and she goes, we have carrot cake and chocolate cake full size. I'll be there in 10 minutes. So, boom, from Sergeant Pepper's to Texas Corral. And in the meantime, I'm contemplating my next call. I need Porch Time camera and cup, Kevin. Buy me one for my birthday. Good morning, Carolyn. How are you, Carolyn? I'll do that. When's your birthday? So I walk in there, and she goes, hang on. She goes, here's this one. I go, all right, how much? And she goes, we're donating that one. I was like, no freaking way. So the minute they did that, I knew it was on. I knew it was on and what was going to happen. I said, "Do you have another one?" She goes, "Yeah." And I go, "I'm going to buy that one then." And I bought the chocolate one. But when you get something like that handed August 7th, it remind me about July 28th. When you get something like that handed to you like that, you know you're on the right track and in the right spot. And away we went. Let me save up, right? And I think I called Amber. I called all 3 Mexican restaurants, and I'm just being honest. 2 of them didn't answer, and one said, "Javier's not here tonight." And I was like, okay. I tried. Richard was online during the thing, and if he was going to ask, I was going to tell him. Y'all didn't act like you wanted to play, so. But I tried to get him. Called a few different places. As I was driving to go get, I was heading home at that point in time, because I knew Amber was coming. I texted Amber. I knew Chanel was coming, or I thought Chanel was coming. I knew Amber was coming. I knew Allie was coming. So I had to make sure I was here. Fun fact for today: Grand Park in Westfield sold 300,000 tickets for Monday. What's Monday? Oh, for the. I know. I don't understand why we couldn't. What'd they sell them at per, Nick? Do you know? Morning, Rick and Debbie. Can you buy the whole cake like that? I think you can. You can ask. It's not cheap, but you can. We did that. It's probably 3 years ago. $5 a piece. It's crazy. Look at that look at that little bit of cash. Yeah. Times that times 5. I'm telling you, there's some things that this whole area could have done a little different during this that we would have. I don't know. My opinion. I could be way off, and I'll shut up about it. Morning, Frida. I would assume last night's traffic coming home was a little heavier in areas. A lot heavier in areas. I talked to one of the city guys yesterday. That's what he told me. I believe it. I believe it. I would assume the traffic and people are going to start picking up. I wanted to rent a house out for the weekend. I think there's whole things the city could have done and county could have done, and we'd have made a mint. And I don't know where we went with whatever, but good morning, Jessica. I wish we could have organized a little different and better, but Westfield, if they did that, that's 300,000 times 5. I know the fairgrounds tried to advertise on different things to get people to come in, but nobody took the bait. So what could you have done? But I wish the city and the county could have done something different. But Deborah, it's not. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but if our county, we're in the middle of the path, and it's not us doing it. There's 125,000 other people coming, no matter what. What do you do? To put a sign that says "Don't come in"? Traffic was busy coming home from Avon yesterday. It was more so. So I figure there's. So I mean, but it's hit and miss. How do you entice them to come? Hey, stay in our cornfield. Stay at our fairgrounds. You can put it on. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Ken. You can put it everywhere you want on these little advertisements and across social media and everything. But if you're not specifically hitting the right group of people, it's not going to get to them. Now, they knew to buy all the hotels up and campsites around us are gone. Have a good day, Deborah. I don't know. I hope we get a ton of people in town if it's nice out and enough to help the businesses in town. Will it stink for us? Yeah, but 2 days, 3 days, we'll be fine. We survived 37 getting cut right the middle of town. You'll survive this. Oh, that is phenomenal. Total Eclipse of the Mart. Now, Bonnie Tyler. Isn't she the one that sings it? Now I will never be able to hear that song again without Mart in there. I guess you could stop people from coming in the city with road. But you want the people in here. And if you had a t-shirt shop that had that set right alongside the road, hey, I bought the printer and that was the goal, but we didn't. Amber, make them. Makes 3,000 and we'll stand along the side of the highway Monday, or we'll stand at the fairgrounds and promote them. Or make 10 and sell them for 30. How about that? Total Eclipse of the Mart. Jessica, patent that real quick. I'm going to sell ice cold beer. It's hit and miss, and I wonder how different communities are doing. If Westfield made that, 300,000 people, $5 each. Cody, have a good day. Good morning, Angie. Amber, make Jessica a shirt. Make one of those for Jessica. Got to get a good design, though, in the Eclipse. What is this saying? Angie, I was surprised that several towns in Kentucky had already gone to state emergency due to the eclipse. They had signs that directing people to... Did the state of Indiana go to a state of emergency on that? And what... Angie kind of works in that department. What does that involve? I want one, please. I want a dress, Amber, if you can. It's strapless. I'm teasing. I think there's money to be made this weekend, and I'm not being... Good morning, James. I'm not being mean. I'm not trying to take advantage of the situation. They're coming to us and using our area. So, did you see the new cloud coverage maps? No, what are they saying? Sunshine? I got sunshine. Eclipse dresses for the judges. Not yet. We have a lot of pre-planning things in place. What's up, Nick? How come I keep seeing they did? And what all does that involve? You get me the tea and you'll get me the... Oh. Well, message Amber your size and ask what she's charging. And what type of tea? Hello, Samantha. What's today, Thursday? I'm saying sunny and 70 on Monday. James is calling it. Have a great day, Pam. 7:07. It's flying by. Allie, what did it say as far as the maps? I have not checked it today. I barely checked myself this morning. You'll have... Might be clear. Yay. I mean, if the people are... If they're going to flood the community and the county, I hope our businesses flourish. I hope every freaking store's packed, every restaurant's full for the full 2-3 days. Let's make the most of it. Put a banner up on the highway. Come eat here. Good morning, Carl. Come stay here. Welcome to Central Indiana. We got good food, good people. and plenty of place to park and sleep. State of emergency allows for travel restrictions. Really? So would that shut down all the businesses across the state? Misty, I am too. I'm working Saturday and Sunday. Taking Monday off. Hello, Tanya. Allie, I'll check it out. And I got to drive to Avon. And that's all right. Morning, Krista. I don't know. I hope our businesses flourish. How you doing, Sandra? I hope all our businesses flourish. I hope our town flourishes from it. We're gotta go through it. You can't avoid it. Make some money off of it. No, but it may allow limited access for certain roads and right. Okay. Thank you, dear. Thank you, Angie. Because that question will come up between now and then, and I don't know if you'll be on. At least I'll have a limited bit of knowledge to say, no, but someone that works there told me it'll allow for limited access to certain roads and areas. But I wish there was something the city and or the county could have done to make it more attractive or appealing for larger numbers to come into a certain area. I don't know what you could have done. I don't know exactly what you could have done, but I don't have the answers. But I don't know. Wish we could have corralled it. Four Bare Feet has an Eclipse socks. That's phenomenal. That area out in the grass behind Culver's and Four Bare Feet, that'd have been a good campsite for people. Parking lot, Old Marsh, been a good site. They're just party in my backyard. There you go. Parking lot in front of Miss Amigos, and then you go in and eat. That's where we need to be. As long as I can go in and get some taco burritos, James, I'm good. I'm good. Free parking if you get socks. Your backyard is big enough. Where you? That might be a big party. That might be a big party. Well, I'm going to the fairgrounds. Meeting the Indiana Weather Network guys. I think they just texted me yesterday, said they're coming out Sunday. Everybody go back to Kevin. No. Party in my backyard across from Twigs. There you go. I live by the bridge going to Walmart. Okay. There you go. I sent it. Trying to leave your house on Monday will be insane. Just going to the fairgrounds though. I'll get there. I mean, if it's gridlocked, then we'll do it. We'll stand outside in the yard and do it. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm only Columbus Street, straight down there, back way in. We'll get there. Oh yeah, they didn't hesitate not to raise them gas prices, did they? Hey, well, there's an extra 125,000 people coming in our area. More than that. The number across the street's insane. We're going to raise some gas prices. We're going to bump them gas prices up. Make you dig a little deeper. Mr. Dean, James Dean Johannesmeyer. Hello, Tori. James, so you're having a party back there? And they'll stay that way through Memorial Day now. Yeah, hey, if your phone's not set up or your camera's not, yep, better get your shopping in. If your phone's not set up, or your camera's not set up, or your iPad's not set up to handle it, don't point it at the sun and sound and moon on during the eclipse. It will fry them. Is what they're saying, the camera wise. I don't know. I'm not a camera guy like that. Excuse me. I'm ready to go back to bed. Morning, James. What time is it? 7:13. I don't know. I don't think I have a show tonight. I think I'm off until Monday. Now I gotta look. I'll look later. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Got some interesting shows coming up though. Got some fun ones. Always fun. I know at the end of the month I got J2. My Doc Applegate coming in here. Misty, have a good day, dear. Got a lot of fun ones. I got a meeting tonight. That's what it is. I got a meeting about the wall. Angie, have a good day. Have a good day, dear. I got a meeting tonight about the Vietnam Wall, memorial wall that comes in. That's what it is at the Art Sanctuary. Now I remember. Yippers, 6:30. Got to be there. You know, Tanya, I feel bad because I just unbelievable. Some of the young folks involved in that, and I jab too hard at Madison sometimes, and I'm like, I need to ease up. Last night I felt bad because I was doing it on air with Gabby, and Gabby and her buddies, of course. But I think they know I'm just kidding. Yeah, Maddie will be in with J2. What a super group of young adults, men and women. I want to chat out this glow party stuff going on in the park Friday. That'll be interesting, James. It'll be packed. Just a super group of people, and that's part of what we're doing with the other group. These are the people that we want to get to help when we go into high school and say, hey, we need you. We need you to be the leaders and step up and help drive this stuff home. Just phenomenal young folks. And they're fun to be around. They're just delightful. You don't get that. You don't get that from a lot of them anymore. And I don't know. Have fun with them. Love having them on air. Love making them be uncomfortable on air. That's the funnest thing. Josie Dillman, and Gabby's, they're unbreakable sometimes. We had fun with it, especially with the Coney thing. They're good people, and J2 with Rye and Justine, two of the most phenomenal people you ever meet in your life, and the heart that they put into what they do. Where J2 and MHS Dance is just amazing people. And there's others. The decathlon team, amazing folks. You meet some of the, and there's a kid from the decathlon team that's probably going to come in here and help out every now and then, IT wise, a freshman. So I pick on a lot of them, but I'm also, hey, you got a skill. Let's go. Let's put it to use. I need the help. You got a skill. Here's what we need. James, that is phenomenal. There's lots of good. We offer the city. There's several nice places like that, but I'm fond of J2 with Riley and Justine. They're just phenomenal people. Good ladies. Excellent role models, and it shows. Two back-to-back state championships, three total in 2 years. They get the most out of their kids, and they have fun, and they're all good kids, and they've been in here, and it's just enjoyable. When you get a group of folks in here like that, you can feel the energy in the room, and that's when you know it's going to be a good show. I'm gonna have a good show with this. I don't have to stress. I don't have to pull answers and questions out of people. I can just throw something out there, and they're going to fire it off and run with it. She's only 4 and going on 5 and following my footsteps of future DJ making. I bet you they have younger kids over there right now dancing at less than 4. It's phenomenal. Dogs can't be outside during the... I did not know that. Jessica, no, isn't that's exactly right. And that what we're trying to get going at the high school, I brought that up. It's like you only hear the problem issues are the ones that we focus on. But I said we need to focus on, and I rattled off like 12 shows I've had this year already. And I said need to have them the focal point and have them be the front people and have work with them in the high schools and the schools. These are great kids. Really good kids. Bingo, Jess. And I love having them in. I know I pick on Madison and Josie and Grayson, but they're good kids. Straight A kids, state champions, cheerleaders, heads of thing. I mean, they're good kids. Rick, you as well. They're great people. And they deserve the recognition. And they're going to get it from me every time they're in here. That's just the way it is. And I want to put them in the spotlight. I want to make them uncomfortable. I want them to have fun. They deserve it. Every one of them. I got to run, y'all. Future community. Exactly. They're leaders. They're the future leaders. And at their age, they're a hell of a lot better than I was all the way around. Thank you, Jess. Appreciate that, dear. Exactly. Y'all have a great day. Love y'all. I'll be back later on the night after we got the meeting in the Art Sanctuary about the Vietnam Wall, the Memorial Wall coming in. Have a wonderful Thursday. Love you guys. Last night was amazing as always. Got to go make some money. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. God bless you all. We'll see you later.